Alright, finally back. Week 5 of SPL, man. I missed this. Been on vacation, so haven't been able to do this. And it's freaking early morning when we're doing this for the first time in a while, but been too tired to stream at night. Just been busy. Live. Oh, forgot to put at everyone. Live with SPL. Watch together. That's early as hell. It is time. It is indeed time, my friend. Alright, we got all that. Hello. Hello. This isn't Mario Party. No, this is not Mario Party. It's been actually a minute since I played Mario Party. Yeah, I'm early. All my streams are EU friendly. Okay, more. I'm not gonna have that EU stream smiley face. All right. If I stream at freaking 1 a.m. Eastern, that's at least the same time I'm streaming right now Eastern for y'all. All right. I'm gonna need you here at 7 a.m. pronto. What time is it for you, RTSK? Yeah, 8 a.m. stream. I mean, I'm going to be doing another 8 a.m. stream real soon, right? If I can legally stream the Pokemon news, which I have to ask people who stream all the time. Is it morning? It is morning, Maverick. I'm technically still on time with my stream from last night, since my stream out last night would have started at 1 a.m. So it's still the same day. I'm doing well, thank you. It's 9:11 a.m. We shall be doing... do your thing. I've just been going to bed early because I've been waking up real early. I haven't even DR. I woke up every day early to get breakfast. I mean, I woke up every day early anyway with my dogs. But I'm actually going live now because tonight I have to do some Pixelmon plus some stuff with Envy. I'm very behind on some things, so because I'm on vacation. So we got to get the early stream going. Mortagon, thank you for becoming a friend, bro. Mortagon is one of my OG subs. My good friends. I trust him with a lot. Finally caught a stream after like weeks. Yo, I finally streamed after weeks. Cardage, what's up, bro? Let me start a poll. Oh man. But the way this is gonna work is we're gonna be it's probably gonna be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours ish, depending on how quick I can go through them. But we're gonna be watching all the SVOU games from the Smogon Premier League. This is week 5. If you missed any of the previous ones, I have links in the description of them for those that are rewatching this VOD or for those that want to watch it later. I don't advise watching it now because you can watch this live with me, whereas those videos will literally be there. Yes. We lost all our gifted subs, so we're back at 307. But you know what? Shoot, to keep 307 strong, I appreciate that. It is very early. You got my mouse pad? Hell yeah. How you doing, Young? Can't wait for the Pokemon news in a few days. Same. So I should be streaming the Pokemon news. Again, assuming I can legally stream it without getting copyright and stuff like that, I will be restreaming it. Hello, future VOD watchers. I'm here for the Nissan Land or National Dex model type to enjoy some high-level gameplay. National Dex model type is fun, though. Is there Shifu banned? What up, Ty? There's usually someone who leaves timestamps to the GOAT down below. I passed you some fire teams in your wall. Oh, perfect. I was actually going to hit you up. Let me look at them real quick. Damn, you used the bold text, huh? Ooh. I like this. Did 20 attack EVs do anything with CC? When's the Pokemon news? It should be the 27th. It makes Palma sounds fun. I'll definitely use Palma again. No, you just put in there just because they're leftover? That's fair. The extra belt hasn't been a good item in a long time, so it's cool to see it actually work. I feel like the last Pokemon extra belt worked on, I can't even think about the last Pokemon extra belt worked on. No, this generation we had... I'm sorry, Haverforth. This generation had a mixed Pokemon. Oh, it's Iron Valiant. Iron Valiant's like probably the last Pokemon extra belt worked on, which is obviously this generation, but before that it was probably a million before. But I'm definitely hyped for what Crying is. Yeah, Protean Gren could run extra belt, but I think Life Orb was just better. You get the actual kills instead of just barely missing out. Belt Victini is okay too. A minute later, Joey proved you wrong. Alright, so we got enough people here. Let's get into it. So we have Mind Gaming versus B. We see from Mind Gaming Slowking plus Baxcalibur, so immediately our mind should go to, okay, Chiller Reception plus the Ice type defense boost plus Ice Body Baxcalibur. Maybe Sub DD could work too, or just Dragon Dance offensive. I typically like Sub with Chiller Reception plus. It could also just be straight up Dragon Dance offensive with no Ice Body, right? I just like Ice Body personally. This looks like a team that Blunter used. One of those boys gonna start the game, but I realized it was a replay. Yeah, one of these days we'll catch this live, but I don't like to stream it when it's live because there's a lot of wait time. I saw it, Zara. It does look cool. But it could definitely be set up as this, Chiller Reception plus Sub DD. I don't know yet. This could easily be Wisp, Cinderace as well, because this team is relatively weak to Dragonite. And Cinderace is one of the few Pokemon that Dragonite will gladly set up on. So this could easily be Wisp. I like B's team too. Hydreigon's nice. Could be Rocks in the squad. Could be the Leftovers Nasty Plot set that runs like Terra Steel. That way it beats Stall. If it's DD, it kind of just 6-0s, assuming Volk is offensive. Volk should definitely be offensive, but I don't know if DD is straight up 6-0s just yet. Because it's always going to get hit by something into most likely range of Mach Punch. But again, if it is the bulky set, it does. I can see it 6-0. That's your question. I know I play. Oh, no worries. What up, Rick? Mono Electric is still pretty cool. Let's see what happens. Let's get into this. I'm assuming. Okay, Braylon lead. Ooh, versus Great Tusk. We are going to see an immediate close combat. That did nothing. Into the eject, back into. Wait, Slowking's dead. Huh. Alright, so. Real quick, just gonna. So this is really big that Slowking's asleep, because if that was Terra Water. How you doing, Verzo? If that was Terra Water, that could have been a literal Golden Go answer on the team, and even a Hydreigon answer, right? Because when you Terra Water, you lose your Psychic type, and you can Chilling Reception. I feel like losing Slowking this early is going to bite them. Just because it forces Baxcalibur, it gives Baxcalibur a free setup. Not necessarily, like obviously, on preview, Slowking loses to every mon on this team. But with Terra Water, it literally doesn't. So, I don't know. Yeah, it literally could have Bullet Seed too. That's the thing. So I'm surprised they went out to Slowking, because Bullet Seed is free. Leftovers on Dragapult could be still Will-O-Wisp, could be Sub. We do see the Hex immediately on Golden Go as B Scouts for the Wisp. And then we're going to have Ace come in because there are freaking no switch-ins now to this Mon. This could bluff Sucker Punch though. Let's see if B scouts for it. B does scout for it. And we see the double into King Gambit, which has a new sprite now. Hopefully in 18 months it'll be moving. We'll see though. I'm not going to keep my hopes up. I do like its sprite though a little bit better. It looks like it's arching its neck. Maybe it has a pinch nerve. But alright, so the T-Spike go up. And this is going to be maybe not that easy to, maybe not that hard to spin, just because Golden Go is already weak as well. Alright, this is the Hydreigon comes out, so this is interesting because it is Leftovers, so it is definitely Nasty Plot. It has Earth Power though. That's something that you don't always see. But the low kick from King Gambit sends it flying. I love that more people are running low kick on Gambit. I love that more people are running low kick on Gambit. Obviously for opposing Gambit, it's beautiful. That's beautiful. What do you give up? Do you just give up? I saw some people gave up Iron Head, and I was not a huge fan of that personally. But I also saw people Earth Power very rarely see it. I mean, look both of those moves. Look, he's just sick though. All right, so Volk is gonna come out, and it might just 6-0. I give up Iron Head. Iron Head's fine, but again, I don't 100% agree. I think it's over. Ooh, it's Terra Blast, which means with the red card. Yo! Immediate double and a Great Touch. Yeah, they're not gonna be able to spin. What am I saying? They have Dragapult. They're literally putting everything on backs. They are literally putting everything on backs. Though, I will say that Baxcalibur does not look terrible. Braylon's in Ice Shard range. Dragapult's putting itself in Ice Shard range. Golden Go is outsped. So, as long as you don't let back set up, because if it's like Terra Ground and sets up on Glamora, it's game. These sets are actually wild. It does have some cool text. I like that a lot. Gets in Glamora to get up the second layer of T-Spike, and then they're probably going to switch out Glamora as well, right back into Golden Go. Yep, let's see if we see the knockoff again. So there's a free Golden Go gone. All right. I mean, this ain't bad. If Ace comes out, it can literally court change. But what they're probably doing is trying to make it in range of Dragon Darts, which it's not even in range of. Oh my god, he just gave him the whole team, bro. The whole team just went down. Damn, no Hex? Was this really no Hex? I guess it was sub DD. But that's actually wild. I feel like that's just a misplay though, right? Like sub is kind of free. Isn't sub free a guarantee something you don't know the bulk based on it? Now, B could still very easily win. I would say that Volcarona is still crazy. But Baxcalibur also kind of just comes out and wins too. So let's see what happens. Yeah, this is Bax. Ooh, it's taking damage. It's taking damage. Switches out to Glamora just in case it's Bandit Glaive Rush. It does Terra Ground and Earthquake. And it's leftovers, so it was the bulky set. It actually might win. This doesn't kill. Earthquake knocks this thing out. It might have been sub DD Phantom Force. Volcarona can literally still win. Never mind. I completely underestimated this. Actually, Volk might be able to still win. Because it definitely kills Bax. Volk might win. Volk wins? Volk is winning? Terra Ground, yep. Wait, the Volk with Terra Ground though, the Volk with Terra Ground does not run Roost. Terra Blast literally has to run max offensive because that's how you 2-hit KO Skeleturge. So, what up, Chief? Hey, Mark. So this is literally not Roost. So it might be some Sucker Punch outplays. This should not be Roost. It's Morning Sun. I mean, you know what I mean. Morning Sun. Wow, it's actually Morning Sun. Well, it's over now. Now that it's full, it lost. You got to sack Slow King so you can get +5. That's wild, dude. Terra Ground with Morning Sun's kind of wild. Oh my god, the crit at the end! Yo, this game. This game. This game. Holy crap, man. Alright, what a great game to wake me up in the morning. Let's go. I was just watching a mind game. I was team matching. You use this team. It's Wisp, Ace, Heatwave, Slowking, and sub, making Hex very deadly. Ooh. Jeez, dude. Oh, my boy 3D is playing. I think he's playing for the first time, too, as well, so I'm excited. Jeez, dude. That was a great first game. That was a great first game to start it off. Damn, this Sucker Punch crit was so sad. Can we get 15,000 subs? Novels would run novel. Oh, you know you would have. All right. So we got my boy 3D. Big fan. Teamed up with him. We won a tournament together. Has the most offensive team in the world. And they're all fighting to the right. And they're all... Look at them. All of them want to beat the hell out of Dragon. Look at this. Look at all of them. And look at Dragonite. Dragonite's just don't look. Don't look. Don't look. They're all lined up. Jeez. Anyway, what is this text from? Verizon. Hold up. Hold up. Get more with one unlimited for phone. No, thank you. I'm good with my phone. Alright, so, I love 3D's offense. I actually think it really overwhelms Kebab's team. Where the biggest weakness to this is going to be the biggest weakness is going to be that Bax. I feel like when you run offense, I feel like even when you run balance, I feel like Baxcalibur is one of the scariest Pokemon to fight. And let me know down below if you feel the same. Because Baxcalibur has just the bulk to set up, and both of them have backs. I think it goes back and forth, by the way. I think both of them go back and forth. This is obviously offense with probably booster energy, great to, Iron Treads to set up Stealth Rock. And then backs, maybe Banded and a bunch of booster energies and a bunch of setup. But I really feel like backs. I've been a long time. I've been out of Twitch for a while. Do you no longer stream there? Love the content. Yeah, Blood. Yeah, Blood. I stream on YouTube now since September. But yeah, the Courtyard Mons just really stack well. Like, they severely overwhelm Kebab's team, but I think it's going to come down to how well Golden Go plus Dragapult are played, and if the backs can end up breaking 3D before backs breaks the other one. It depends on the back set, too. So, Baxcalibur lead. Baxcalibur lead typically means Choice Band. We're going to see the booster energy. Yep, exactly. Typically means Choice Band, as we do see Draco. We know it's Specs. We know that Specs Great Tusk is going to be an easy switch in. As Stealth Rock come out, you get some chip on this thing though. Steel Beam, so it cannot Rapid Spin. I love that. And you get some beautiful damage off. And now you start going ham because you're going to bring out Iron Moth. Yep. And then you have the special attack raise, so this is not ignored. This is not ignored by Clodsire, but it damn near should be because look how little that did. That Steel Beam was fire though, because that damage on Great Tusk opens up Dragonite in the late game. The next Court Drive Mon is going to come in on the recover. Is it sub? It might just be taunt. Yep, it's taunt. Baxcalibur comes out. We're going to bring out Iron Valiant on most likely. Damn, the Glaive Rush is a beautiful predict. Do we have Psyshock? Doubles out to Baxcalibur, expecting the Clodsire to want to come out beautiful. And now you get to click. If you Terra Ground, you get to click. I mean, Terra Dragon, you get to click. Just clicks immediate Glaive Rush. That is Choice Band for sure. Swaps out just in case it's Scarf Golden Go as it goes for recover. It can still be Scarf Golden Go. And it's going to double back on the Excalibur on the Clodsire. And that's it. You get to click again. So they might just end up sacking something because if they go for Earthquake here, it's over. It could be Scarf Valiant. This is true. Alright, there's a Shadow Ball. Doubles out on the Juggy. So we know for a fact that Golden Go is no longer Scarf. Yes, Recover can run Scarf, which is why I said it still could be Scarf. But because Iron Moth switched first, now we know that it's not Scarf, which means that Excalibur is always faster, so it doesn't have to fear. And now if you taunt this thing, you beat Clodsire 1v1. So Excalibur comes out, they taunt it, that way it can't Toxic. And they're going to make the Iron Moth play again, realizing that it doesn't really matter because then they can go out into Iron Valiant here. Double out to Excalibur on the Clodsire. Let's see if they call this. They do not call this. Kebab doesn't have to because Kebab's in the front, right? 3D's in the back, so he has to make these plays. So this should be a dead Pokemon right here with Glaive Rush. Beautiful. It also changed the moves. Yeah, we saw it change up moves the second time. We saw it change up moves the second time. The first time it only clicked Recover and switch. We saw it change up moves the second time. So now we know. Wait, it never changed the moves. It clicked Recover, and then it switched out. And then it came back in and clicked Shadow Ball. That is banded. That's banded. So you see an immediate Shadow Ball. Good play. This endgame is going to be interesting because that Excalibur, like I said, that's what I'm saying. Moth switched first. That's why I say we know it's not Scarf because Moth switched first. Stop confusing me. I said exactly what I was right. I'm correct. Anyway. One thing that... The thing is, Clodsire can never die because the Iron Valiant Scarf can easily click just the Moonblast, Moonblast, Moonblast. That's what I'm saying. Excalibur is the biggest threat. So we might see a taunt here. We do see a Dark Pulse. They try to call the lack of taunt right there. Let's see if Excalibur comes out. They get the Dark Pulse damage on Excalibur. Very, very important. No, I'm wrong a lot of times, but in this situation, I was not wrong. Which is beautiful for Dragonite. We get the double out. Let's see. Oh, they're going to get an Earthquake. This is going to be big. At this point, you have to risk the speed tie. Yeah, because you're so behind. That call sucks. So just decide to give it up. Let's see if Clodsire comes back in. Nope. You got to put it all on. You got to put it all on Dragonite. You got to put it all on Dragonite. I think 3D loses this one because of that. We knew Excalibur was going to be a problem. Is this banded? Yeah, it's over. I can't see 3D winning now. No worries, Amber. Yeah, I think it's a wrap. I love those doubles, but like I said, I feel like Excalibur is really hard for offense like this, but also for balance in general. As you saw what Excalibur did on both sides. We could maybe see a Psyshock crit. Nope, the water just in case. Crit anyway, though. We did see a crit anyway. And Dragonite does have access to Roost, but I mean Dragapult's just going to come hard in most likely. Yep, or Rotom. Rotom protects. Yeah, it should be a wrap. I don't think there's any way to win from 3D. He had to make doubles like that because he's running offense. But basically, I think if he did win the speed tie, he had a huge shot of winning because Dragapult doesn't kill backs. Oh, Dragapult would have to Shadow Ball rather. And then you can still Glaive Rush. So I'll skip to the end, but I'm pretty positive this is over. Yep. I think it was well played on both sides. And then again, I like I said, sometimes it doesn't even matter if you play better though. If you like playing way better is kind of not the right way to call it, because Kebab didn't have to play. Clodsire walled 15 of 3D 6 Pokemon. Right? Are these matches live? They do happen. Clodsire walled 73 of 3D 6 Pokemon. Right? The only way he really could break it, or force it to break, was with the Glaive Rusher. Because the Dragonite comes out, you just switch out into Great Tusk or Rotom. So, I think he did play well, but I'm saying that Kebab wasn't forced to play a specific way. And he did risk, what up Victini? He did risk that Sweet Tie there, but at the point, if he gets it, he gets it. You know? I think that was still a good game. Okay, we have Kyther versus Ash Ketchum Gamer. Ooh, Shed Tail. Kyther's my boy, but I'm going to watch the Shed Tail side. You know what's crazy? I said a long time ago in the video with Cyclizar when he was on the radar, I'm like, it's Shed Tail that's broken, not Cyclizar. And then the arguments were, and I'm not saying they're wrong, but the arguments were like, oh, well, you can multiple Shed Tail. Why is Orthworm not broken? And you know what's on the survey right now? Shed Tail. Because Orthworm is doing the exact same thing. Did I do the recent survey? No. I was on vacation when it came out. I'm doing well, Victini. Thank you so much for asking. Hold up, let me ask one question. When does the 30% go live, and is it aim 30? All right, let me ask that. But yeah, so Shed Tail might actually end up being banned, which means that Cyclizar can come back. I mean, Cyclizar is most likely coming back with home anyway, but it means Cyclizar might be able to come back earlier. All right, so very offensive teams. I'm loving back Excalibur usage a lot. I think people are really starting to realize, damn, this thing with a choice band is freaking crazy. Even Dragon is such a good. Hello, hello, hello. I mean, everybody knew Last Respects was broken, right? Nobody thought it was the dog. But we'll definitely see it being banned with Baxcalibin, Bascalegion, and probably Basculin too. Because that mon ain't called Basculin for a reason. Let's get into it. What up, fam? Glamora lead versus... I feel like we haven't seen Glamora lead for a while. It's interesting to see these Glamoras. It's really interesting to see... And that was a very good mortal spin on potentially hazards. It's really interesting to see these Glamoras come up because on the ladder... You don't see... Agreed, Maverick. Agreed. You don't really get to see... Do your thing, Sebastian. You don't see a lot of Glamora on the ladder anymore. And for those that play... I knew we have a couple names that play high ladder here, and I played on high ladder a couple times too. You don't see a lot of Glamora. So I'm actually curious to see if Glamora ends up dropping down to UU. Let me know your thoughts on that. But let's get it. So beautiful lead. Acknowledges the fact that this is hyper offense. Ooh, so a beautiful trade-off by Ass Ketchum Gamer there. I call him Ass. Whoops. Beautiful trade-off. Of course, T-Spike going up wouldn't have mattered because you have Iron Moth, but the lead, double lead down. Rotom comes out, takes nothing from that, and gets a beautiful Thunder Wave off, which is really going to help the Kowtow Cleaver in the back later. And then Volt Switches. Obviously, that pair hurts because that actually could have helped the opposing Kowtow Cleaver too, especially if it's Terra Fire, which this probably could be. I think this probably has enough use to stay OU, but people definitely prefer Meow over Glomar. That's what I'm thinking too. But that para kind of sucks because, again, another Energy Ball would have easily put it in range of King Gambit if it was Terra Fire, so it can avoid Wisp. But this thing is Thunder Wave Energy, so it might not matter regardless. But still, that damage is pretty big as well because now it lives Iron Valiant's unboosted Moonblast. We'll see what happens though. The homie comes in. The one time my homie is good. I really don't think Roaring Moon's all that. Glaive Rush comes out. No, it can live a hit. And of course, Orthworm can come out and then just start Shed Tail. We are going to see a Dragon Dance there, though. If it is loaded dice, which it doesn't have to be, it can obviously break this. Oh, it's definitely loaded dice. You would not go for Icicle Spear unless you were loaded dice. Volcarona kills it because it's most likely offensive. And then Dragon Dartser comes in. Ooh, I'm loving Sub Dragapult. I think it's really, really good. And it's Sub Wisp too. Beautiful. Didn't really... Oh, with the Lumberry. I didn't really expect Sub Wisp on the Spikes team. But then again, it's probably T-Spike. From Yaskarada. So, we're going to see the own King Gambit come in. This could be low kick considering how annoying King Gambit could be. Let's see if we see a Kowtow. We do see a Kowtow, and it still knocks it out. So this, the Energy Ball, I guess Para didn't really matter. Let's see a low kick. Nope. Gonna switch out into this on Body Press. It is low kick Gambit. Nice. There's the Gambit coming back in. You get a free sub again. Goes for Hex just in case they tried to go Volk, which is smart. I do think Will-O-Wisping here is definitely worth it because you have a huge shot at winning with your own Gambit because of Terra. Oh, the fact that it ate that is pretty nasty too because you can actually switch out if you want to. Iron Valiant's a little bit risky because they could easily Iron Head this turn. But they double out into Earthworm. Are we going to see a Terra? Nope. Do we see a Steel Beam? We see an Iron Head, which doesn't knock it out. Oh, you asked, is it? Oh, I thought you said it was. Ooh, it's getting kind of shiesty here. But the Kowtow Cleaver actually wins if it's Terra Fire, it wins. Which is what we were talking about in the beginning, right? If it's Terra Fire, it just straight up wins. It's 1.1, 1.2 words. It is Terra Fire. They sub. It's over. It is over the Kowtow. Unless this is Terra Ground, but Terra Ground, we know King Gambit. King Gambit doesn't die. Yep, it doesn't die to anything. So I told you, it don't matter if it took 99. It doesn't die to anything. But it's actually not over yet. Hold up. Hold up. I mean, you just straight up. Yeah, you Kowtow always. Holy crap. Dude, it won. Holy crap. These are some fire games, yo. These are some fire games. I'm loving this. Oh, we got my friend Nat. We shall be watching from Nat's side. Ooh, of course, Nat has a Palmont. 1 second, let me just check on my dogs. That was a fire game. But I told you, King Gambit literally lives every hit, no matter what. That's my dogs. They're just playing. I just want to check them out. But yeah, King Gambit literally lives every hit, no matter what. I've been loving these games a lot. Very fun. I hope Kytha ends the season positive, too. I think he's been playing very well. Ooh, the Palma into... Oh, the Rain plus Azu. Is it actually... It's Specs Pelipper, right, on this team? Not the greatest team to run into with Specs Pelipper when you see a Glaive Rusher, which just clicks. But it doesn't have to be. It's definitely Specs, though. Why would you run Pelipper on a team without... You don't run Pelipper with full Rain for this homie. Unless it's like Random Thunder. Where's the Quackable? We'll see what happens if it ends up pulling up. But we're going to watch from this side. Baxcalibur is definitely going to be annoying. But between Golden Go and Palmot's Mach Punch, you Hold up. Hold up, 1 second. It's a stupid hat. It just sounds like she's ripping apart paper, but there's this little hat that she has that has one of those, like, one of those hats that has, like, crinkles and stuff. All right, let's get into it. They're just having a good time. Oh, it should definitely be Belly Drum Azu. Because the Aqua Jet plus Terra Water is insane. Anyway, free Make It Rain right there. We are going to see Amoongus come out. They might not go Amoongus, though, because that does allow in Baxcalibur. If it's a eject button, it's okay, though. It is a eject button. Perfect. You're getting Golden Go. That's a good position because you do not want Baxcalibur coming in for free. So they try to trick Rotom because Rotom defensively is annoying. If you limit its leftovers, it actually helps Azu kill their entire team. So I agree with that. But now Baxcalibur is indeed faster. James Jones at work, so I can't say but have a great day. Thank you so much, James. And thank you so much for the super chat. Have a good time at work. The Rotom double. Ooh. It should be offensive Pelly Maverick. So we are going to see a Will-O-Wisp here. We might actually see a second Will-O-Wisp and a double as well. Oh, I forgot they hadn't spored yet. That's my bad. James Jones is the GOAT. All right, there's Bax coming in. Sludge Bomb immediately on Bax. No poison. All right, this is where Snorm. This is where Nat has to pick. Brings in Azu, which is smart. The second part about bringing in Azu is that, like, as good as Azu is versus Dolly's team, like, you want to keep it as healthy as possible. We should see a play rough come out. Yep. All right, so this is beautiful. Mousepack got returned to sender a couple days ago, so I should probably get in contact with Advanced GG just to get the deets. Yes, definitely. Jerpsky, definitely get in contact with them. We see another Sludge Bomb trying to get the Baxcalibur. I'm loving this because the Revival Blessing is going to be big. So Nat stayed in and double Sludge Bomb, expecting King Gambit to want to switch because this is a free switch into Great Tusk, and they didn't want them going out to Baxcalibur or Iron Valiant for free, which is nice. But now they can go Palma, which is a nice mid ground because it deals with Baxcalibur and it deals with King Gambit. So that's a beautiful mid ground. Are we gonna see the Grass Knot? Jeez, that close combat actually did a good chunk. And it's Life Orb too. Do we see a Grass Knot? Do we see a Grass Knot? Now you put me on a Grass Knot. Now I want it. The funny part is that if you are Great Tusk, you don't always want to knock into Rotom, but you want to spin first and then knock it. That way you knock it out. Exactly. So now you can actually afford to knock Rotom because you can beat it 1v1 with Great Tusk. And as we can see, two Landorus in the wild. are spinning and spinning and spinning. I haven't played much VGC, but maybe I'll talk to Wolf. He's really busy, so I doubt he wants to play with me, Alex. 2 great Tusk Landorus in the wild. Rapid spinning, setting up Stealth Rock, Earthquaking, knocking off. It looks like Nat has chosen to win this exchange. Yep. Nat has won this exchange because not only do they get up rocks, but they get the damage off on this. And that is still a 2-hit KO, right? That should do 34 now. They get a crit there. That shouldn't matter. That should do 34. I don't know if that's burn halves. I'll run the calc, but it literally halves. Let's just see how much. That's a Dawn fan. That is a Dawn fan. It's not offensive, but it halves. Why am I even running this calc? Why the hell am I even running? It literally halves. It literally didn't matter, but I'm gonna run the calc anyway. It literally did not matter, but I shall run the calc anyway because I'm a good person. It might have mattered. Assuming it was Fizdef, but then you would need to get the highest roll possible. Could you ever get this roll on Spadef? No, you can literally not get this roll on Spadef. So it might have actually mattered because it looks like she got the highest roll. It may have actually mattered because if she got the highest roll, and obviously its status is burnt. 28 to 34. It did 32. It was slightly more in Dolly's favor, but. A roll, can you really complain? I mean, I complain about rolls, but can you, and anything can happen. Rolls can happen at any given point, right? It's not like a critical hit. It's something that you have to, what up, Sander? You have to take into account. Yeah, some Dirges run speed. I still run max defense as I screw you for King Gambit because they run Terra Fire now anyway, Maverick. Oh well. Either way it happens, we do see the Side Shock reveal trying to catch the Amoonguss right there. Amoonguss is going to come out anyway and be like, yo, I don't give a damn. Because I'll live a hit from full and can force you out. So, nice little Sludge Bomb. We might see the double just because... Actually, you don't even have to double at this point. I feel like you didn't have to double there. Oh, well that worked out perfectly for Dolly. Because they tried to double Spore expecting to predict. And then Dolly calls the Golden Goal switch on the spin to get a free KO. So they got a free KO out of that. They basically got a free KO after that. But Palma coming in, taking a nice... Yo, it's nice to see Palma doing something, man. Yeah, both are most likely high rolls. Or the first one was a high roll. The second was a mid to average roll. And here's offensive Pelipper coming in and dying. Literally coming in and dying. I don't think this kills Amoonguss though at +1. Yep. And that should be an Aqua... Oh, that's definitely an Aqua Jet range now. Uh-oh. Palma might win, guy. I think Palma wins, guys. I think Palma wins. The Mach Punches look kind of crazy. So that's definitely in range now after the... I don't know if it was in range before the poison. The 2 turns of poison, but... Palma might legitimately win. You definitely Aqua Jet this because you don't know if it dies to Mach Punch because this Pokemon's broken. I don't care if it's life for 4 times super effective. There's Mach Punch. There's Mach Punch. Oh my god, Palma really won. Palma literally won. That's wild. Palma actually did it. This is what people wanted from an electric fighting type. To be broken. His punching. Ooh, ooh, both of these teams are so cool. This is the Sun that's been running around. The Charizard. Brute Bonnet. Love that mon. Terrifier. Brute Bonnet looks insanely good here. Or just in general. That's the title. Palmot Go. I'm definitely using Palmot soon. But you have a lot of things that Sun hates. Specifically, Sandy Shocks. And the fact that it gets a boost in Sun is crazy too. This is what Electivire could have been. Yo, facts. Facts. Let's get it. I'll probably be streaming again later tonight, by the way, guys. I got to make a video and then do a short, but immediately Terra. So I think the Terra Blast Fairy is super telegraphed. This is going to hurt, though. That did nothing. That's a special attack rate. I think this thing is boots, though, typically. Yep. So we are going to get the eject into Brute Bonnet, which can still threaten something with a Bullet Seed immediately. You live the Terra Blast, just barely, but you do. You throw in with a Spore, Bullet Seed. Alright, I told you Sandy Shocks was a giant. Look how much Sandy Shocks got off. But now you have to fight the Bullet. I think I would have just bullet seeded. Does this kill? Oh my god, Toxapex died in one. Okay, because it killed, that was the play, obviously. But now they're kind of messed up versus Greninja versus Dragonite. That dying in one was beautiful, though. That's what I'm saying. Sandy Shocks was literally going to smash everything no matter what. That was a beautiful death. And the problem with... This is the problem. The problem with using Roaring Moon on Sun and getting the attack raise is that Great Tusk either gets an attack raise or, most importantly, or more commonly, a defense raise, so it beats you. And you can't Terra. These guys are usually banded, so it should get a defense raise here. And this Outrage isn't going to do crap. This Crunch isn't going to do crap. At all. So, like, this is one of the issues with Sun. Like, and, well, Sun plus Roaring Moon, which is... I don't think Roaring Moon is that great, personally, right now. And these are usually Bandit or Scarf. Though I guess this one might be Assault Vest. But it's just, the problem is that Roaring Moon just doesn't break the most common Pokemon. Unless it's Dragonite's Acrobatics, and that means you have to use your Terra for that, so... Alright, well, Charizard's in, and Charizard gets a kill with Flamethrower. Where can you check the standings? There's a replay thread down below, and if you navigate your way to the actual thread, from the replay thread, it'll show you the standings. Do you think Welio trading 96 on Bonnet for Spore and Sandy Shocks was worth it? The problem is Sandy Shocks was going to easily kill everything on the team, so I think he had to, Maverick. Like, look what it did to Hatterene, look what it did to Torkoal with the chip. Roaring Moon couldn't beat it, and Charizard was slower than it. And then Great Tusk couldn't beat either. I think you literally had to. Maybe you could have bullet seeded, but I don't think bullet seed killed even with loaded dice. Oh, what up, Cookie? Yeah, what up, Eric? I don't think we could have done anything, so I don't know. Should Welio have let it get spored? Oh! Huh. Maybe not. I think, honestly though, if Welio didn't let... I don't think Welio's going to lose this game because he's in too many Pokemon. But yeah, if you mean shouldn't have gotten spored, then yes, Toxapex probably should have gotten spored. Just because it was always going to be 2-hit KO by Charizard. I didn't know it would die, but it was always going to be 2-hit KO by Charizard, and you can use your offensive options to beat it. I'm not in SPL this year, no. I knew I was going to go on vacation and didn't want to play in another tournament after another one. Yeah, so Charizard comes in and is going to take a kill, but basically what's happening is Charizard is weakening itself to Dragonite range. There's a Volcarona sack, and then whenever Greninja comes out, it kind of just gets a kill again. Or Dragonite can come out as well and set up, but Greninja's is safer because you can... If I'm Greninja, I just click Ice Beam because all you need is Chip. I don't think you need to kill Charizard there. I think you just need to Chip, personally, but... Because now, obviously, look who's going to come out. It's Big Charizard. But... I do think that at the end of the day, Dragonite's going to win. Never mind. I don't know at the end of the day if Dragonite's going to... I guess Great Tusk probably wins then if it's not going to be Dragonite. Especially because Charizard just went down now. You probably needed that to kill Great Tusk. I don't see how you beat Great Tusk of your own. I don't see how Leftovers Great Tusk beats non-Leftovers Great Tusk. I literally don't. I literally don't see how it beats it. Great Tusk should win. What up, Chimp? Charizard's strong in the sun. Ooh, and the Water Shuriken surprised Greninja! No Battle Bond needed. You get that chip, it's going to Outrage. I'm looking through a few CTC teams. I'm wondering why Tauros is named Al Gore. Because that's Al Gore, bro. Ironhead's to try and win the game, but that's not going to be enough. Shuriken is a wild tech. Is that supposed to be like Last Ditch Effort versus King Gambit Terra Fire? I like that. Alright. He's going to try and beat him with 12. It instantly broke through and crit. Yeah, so I think you're right. I do think that... I don't think it mattered in the long run. Obviously, as you can see, they won. But I think they had so many outs in that game anyway. But maybe letting Pex go to bed because it was going to die regardless. Ooh, Rain is really cool to see. But maybe letting Pex go to bed because it was going to die regardless to Charizard and the onslaught of Pokemon would have been better than Terra. What up, you? Let me check on my dogs one more time and we'll go for the next game. I don't know if they're done playing for now, but just gotta make sure they're good. And then they hear somebody at the door. One sec. Okay. Don't worry. They just dropped enough time. Don't worry about it. All right. Volcarona Rain is nice. You guys think it has Hurricane? I don't even know if it gets Hurricane at the moment. I feel like that was a move tutor, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Barraskewda not having Wave Crash and Barraskewda not having Flip Turn is big. I think Flip Turn is just as big as Wave Crash because obviously Wave Crash makes it stronger than Floatzel, whereas right now Floatzel is way stronger. But if it had Flip Turn, it could at least, you know, this is the thing, right? Floatzel has no bad matchups because if it Terra Waters and uses Wave Crash, it 2-hit KOs every resistance. Every single resistance gets 2-hit KO'd. Some resistances get ult code. If Barraskewda does Liquidation, it does not do that. Thank you, fam. Appreciate you, Yink. Why are you live so early? Is this going to be your new streaming time? Hell no. I'm doing 2 streams today, and I want to knock out this one. I want to knock out this one that I was supposed to be doing. And I'm doing one later tonight. So, found a usable set for Goodra in singles and doubles. I mean, Specs is good in singles. Without Rain, though, not bad. What are you using? All right, let's see how Rain goes. So, Rain into Garchomp. Or are we going to see a Draco? Is this a mix? I think it is a mixed Garchomp on this team. Oh, it's just, is it Spike's Life Orb Draco? That is indeed a Life Orb. I knew it. Do I know exactly what time I'm going live again? Probably around 10:30, 11 p.m. European squad would like this time slot for streaming. I like this time slot for watching my dogs, though. This is Pokemon Showdown. Hey, morning camping. All right, so as you can see, Barraskewda has done a clean 28 with Liquidation. Wave Crash would have O-code that track. That's wild. Wait, the girl next to you... Hold up. So you're in class, and the girl next to you in your class had my stream open? Do you nap during the day? I don't sleep. I'm Batman. That's wild. So there's 2 people in Connecticut that watch me. That's insane. I didn't know they existed. I didn't know they existed at all. Alright, so anyway. Great Tusk in. So this Garchomp is actually a huge threat. It's a huge threat, man. But they're playing around it really well. We're on to the tournament. They're in week 6 right now. Dogs are doing great. They're doing great. They're messing around right now. This is week 5 right now. Much love from Spain. Appreciate it. Connecticut is indeed real. So I think that they're playing really well around the Life Orb Garchomp, which is a giant threat. And they've weakened Rotom, which is one of the main water resists. And they made a really good play here, too. They said, you know what? Screw it. You're not... Oh, it barely misses out on the KO, though, which is kind of whack. But has the eject button into Barraskewda. I will say, though, that the main issue with Rain is that it's pretty weak to Dragonite. As you can see, Dragonite looks insanely good versus this team. However, maybe it's bulky Will-O-Wisp. Okay, it's definitely Terra Water on Rain, right? It has to be Terra Water for Skeleturge. But maybe it's bulky Will-O-Wisp. Just set a standard fire setup so it can beat Dragonite. These are the tournament customs. I will think of all 3 people. I'll think about them. So, I mean, they're playing really well around it, but the double spikes up into Great Tusk is really hard. Obviously, Pelipper can come out, and if Pelipper gets knocked, you can have less rain turns. But doesn't knock, which is pretty big, so now you can surf really easily, or U-turn to keep up offensive momentum. Hard Hurricanes that does so much damage to Rotom. Jesus. She's been subbed to me since 80k is insane. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know what your name is, but much love. All right, so big Tusk comes out because that is technically a free spin, I would say. They try and knock off into the Skeletors, which ain't bad. Ain't bad. So they're going to go Skeletors to see if we see an Earthquake. Ooh, Skeletors comes straight at 67, so we know that if it tears and crits, it doesn't matter based on the last game. Beautiful spin. Beautiful. See, this is the plays I like because while it is 5-5, I would say that Sav is in the back. You get these avatars by being on tournaments. I would say that Sav is in the back just because there's a Dragonite, and Dragonite schmixels this team, right? And then they get a beautiful switch in the Pelipper now, so now you can just kind of just click surf, surf, surf. Hurricane's better. Hurricane's better because you don't want to let Dragonite set up for free, but King Gambit can set up, but you do have Dumbo, which I think they called it in the back. So Amoonguss comes out, gets a free Spore on something. If they Volt, I don't know if anything actually kills Amoonguss at this range. This could be Lumberry King Gambit. Yeah, the Chainsaw Man custom with power is really insane. How long ago was I at 80k? 2013? That might have been 10 years ago. Ooh, the spin kill on Rotom was beautiful. So they get rid of the Stealth Route again. Of course, I don't think it matters too much. You do get a knockoff here, though. But doesn't want to let Dragonite get too many offensive boosts, which is smart. Because if it gets +2, it could be a problem. So, gets a nice little Spore off. King Gambit's, Skeletors is gone. Dragonite's going to come back out. Do we see a foul play? Oh, so this should always be Dragonite. Now that's foul play. Literally always. Vacation was great, Maddie. Thank you. Remember back in the day, I learned one of them. My good folk watched PokeTubers and asked which one to look in my face when they said the go Poke. Hey, what? That's awesome. Did we see an Ice Beam? That's awesome, Jersey. Terrifying Hurricane is so sick. Oh, I love that Choice Mix Pelipper has a new dimension that it could be played. But I will say, though, this homie is a... Jesus! On the Sword Dance is crazy. Dumbo definitely lives. Volk, just in case it could burn. Volk could still burn if it has Will-O-Wisp too. We do see the Fiery Dance, which obviously it lives. Let's see if we get a burn. We do get the burn immediately. Oof. Sav is playing this fantastically, using his odds. Knows that this Mon can't die, but decides to get regen just to be safe. And scouts for the Terror. Now Dragonite can never beat Amoonguss. And now you just get up rocks. Guy like me gets up rocks. I guess if it doesn't die, you don't have to get up rocks. But a guy like me would have got up rocks for no reason. Hard Pelipper. And Pelipper should kill. Pelipper should straight up kill. And it has Ice Beam too, just to be safe. Beautiful. Well played, Sav. I love that. That was me, Puka. That was me moving the bag. I love... I'm going to go check on them in a sec. But I love that Pelipper put in some crazy work. I love to see that the new generation of Rain without Floatzel. I think that's something you need to be... Oh, this one has a Skull Villain. But I think that's something you guys need to be aware of. Like, that was a Rain team in this current generation without Floatzel. And it freaking worked. I love that. She played that well. Oh, I've been uploading since 2010. I've been doing this for a minute. One more check on the dogs, guys. Just sit here. I'm gonna go check on the dogs. 1 second. Alright. Dog's good. We're good. Did I hear about the Pokemon Sleep League? I sleep. And Glathos watchers, I'm waiting for it to stack up. Shout out to X and Y Air Aim. That was a good time. I can upload Wi-Fi battles and you know, not time out in 20 minutes. But hopefully I'll be able to in the future. I have a guy that keeps commenting for me to upload Wi-Fi battles, but it's like, yo, I don't want to only use one type of team. You know, I don't only want to use offense. Anyway, Jesus, look at Dondozo next to Clodsire. I feel like we've had a Dondozo animation for the longest time. What's up, fam? I feel like we've had a Dondozo animation for the longest time, but look at these guys all facing the right. Come here. This is definitely Solar Blade. Yeah. These are usually Solar Blade SD offensive, which it could be. There's 2 spinners in Hatterene. And Solar Blade looks insane here. Or it could be the Bulk Up Taunt set, both of which look extremely good versus Lax. Like Bulk Up Taunt with Terra Bug actually, and if it's Wave Crash, Dozo can beat it in some senses. Also, look at this homie and look at their team. If it's Terra Fires, oh my god. Or Terra Rock, oh my god. Let's get it. It was DR, I didn't go to the doctor. But thank you. Alright, so free knock off on that, which is amazing for Scovillain. It actually kills. We do see a sub. Let's see if we see some knockoff action again. What up, Barbershop? So he basically got a damn near kill on Dragapult and gets rid of a Rocky Helmet on Corviknight, which is going to help out the Roaring Moon. So, I mean, that was some great turns. That was literally some great turns. We do see Hatterene just in case they go for rocks. Hatterene is annoying for sure versus Sun, I would say. Like, you don't have an immediate switch in, especially if it's Nuzzle. Are we gonna see a Terra Water into Solar Blade? No, just Bitter Blades immediately, which does a lot. And there's a Nuzzle. It's gonna bring more Pokemon SC and the Hisuians. You have any tips for running? Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. In a 2 and 3, like 2 versus like a 2-3 count, and pump your arms. It's always gonna be hard, dude. I did track for years and it was always hard. Didn't matter how. When I was the co-captain, track was hard. Oh, that second Dragon Dance is nasty. It might be over. Always. That second Dragon Dance is nasty. It might just be over. On the para? Doesn't risk the para. Oh, but they could have won right there. But you don't. You're in a tournament setting. You can't risk that. All right, it's in. It's in. It is in, and everything is in range. Wait, it's leftovers. Is it sub leech seed? Did this dude take? It's leftovers. Did he take I'll say a bite? No, Skull Villain! Damn it, you did nothing! Nice, Shadow. Alright, this has to be Terra Dark at least, right? I mean, I haven't ran in 13 years? No, 11 years. I think this is a wrap, guys. I don't see how you beat Dozo now. You're paralyzed. You have an eject button hat, so they're usually not Calm Mind. I mean, Lax played it well. And that Dragonite was fire. If it was Life Orb Skull Villain with Fire Blast, could have made a difference. I don't think Dondozo is LP at all. I think it's good. I don't think it's LP. Alright, so I mean, they get the KO on Dragonite there, but I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Because Dragon Ball just comes in and clicks Hex. Nah, it's not a 6-0. But Dragon Ball comes in and clicks Hex. It is Assault Vest Great Touch, which is why they played how they did early on. We are going to see the sub. I guess their thought process is they can get the KO on this mon after with Dragon Darts. Ooh, subbed once to ensure the KO, unlike that one game we saw earlier. Yeah, it's been a rough season, I think, for him too. This can't beat it. It's a wrap. It's over. After work on a Friday? Today's Friday? Oh shoot, today's Friday. I thought today was Monday. Yeah, Outrage ain't gonna do crap. Honestly though, after the first curse, it did a lot. The Dozo is so good. Hey, morning fam. What's up, Acrobatic? The Dozo is so... I've been on vacation, to be fair. And all my days, but I forgot today's Friday. I mean, maybe with some nasty crits. I don't know. It would have to... If it actually crit right there, they could have won. If it did crit right there, they have potential to win with Crunch. Like, they literally have potential to win with Crunch. So, I mean, 70 is still playing. It's not... It's... Like, a double crit will do it. There's the Wave Crash. Doesn't want to risk the crit because they're at 56. Knows they're in range. Smart. See, Lax did it in a sense that, like, he has one... He wakes up next turn guaranteed. Showdown's confused. Yo, facts. It really didn't hit itself. He was smart, though, because he didn't risk the crit on that range. Because at that range, it was in range of crit. And you switch out again. You definitely switch out again. Yep. Into Corviknight. They expect that and go for U-turn. I don't think Saraledge wins regardless of what happens, though. It is Taunt Saraledge, but it needs to be not... It could win if it wasn't paired. Yeah, this set literally 6-0'd. Well, it was Poison Jab, Clodsire, so it actually didn't literally 6-0. Which is funny. It being Poison Jab over any standard set. It could have won if it wasn't paralyzed, but you know it's gonna... Yep, you know that's gonna happen. And they get the curse up here. Healing Wish. But it's too late. Is it too late? It might be too late. Yeah, it's too late because he got a curse. Like, if it doesn't have a curse up and you knock it with a Great Tusk, you actually beat it 1v1. I didn't get surgery, my friend. I went to the Dominican Republic. I had a lot of Mama Juana, though. Freaking love it. Yeah, Lax played that beautifully. Lax played that extremely well. Arboliva! Or Arbolivia. Arboliva. Arboliva? It's a great mon. I would only play draft if I could do it on Wi-Fi. Hope my surgery at the Dominican Republic went okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. A lot of people thought I was going... Is that the baby maker? They do call it Dominican Viagra. I freaking love it. I made babies without making babies, though. What's that? Arboliva. I didn't do no surgery. Well, I like Arbolivia. Even though it's definitely not that. Lax is a good player. What up, VGC Mens? DR was really fun. It was for my friend's wedding celebration. So I just had a really good time. This is my first vacation since COVID. It was really nice. He's the way he acted that struggle was here or something years ago. Yesterday my wife was 2 years and I want to say well, congratulations on the 2-year anniversary of your wifey, and good to see you, fam. Yeah, it's good to be back. First stream in a while. My subs went from 500 and something to 308. I mean, DR could easily be the doctor. I was talking about having surgery later this year, though. Yeah, your game was great, Sav. I loved it a lot. And I liked your take on Rain without Floatzel. It was interesting. I like it a lot. Mofongo, bro. Do draft league videos perform well, or are they same as Proton Lives? Basically, are they worth all the work? They perform pretty well. Sometimes they perform better. Sometimes they perform worse. Depends on which draft league I'm in, right? Like, if I'm in a draft league with a bunch of big creators, it's obviously going to perform well because everybody, you know, it's all these big creators. But if it was a draft league with maybe not necessarily big people, it might not do as great. That's just how it is. Yeah, WB is great. Do I still have the Ridge Wallet discount? I don't at the moment. I'm trying to get them to re-sponsor me for the year. I freaking love them. Greece is in my list of places I want to go. What's it called? The Maldives? The Maldives? Whatever they're called, that's where I want to go. Soul Motion, yes, it does. It does. It helps me see what people are using. It helps me, like, if I see a set and I'm like, okay, now I'll keep that in mind for when I play. And also, it just, like, you get to see how people play. And you can also see, nice, Yink. Oh, I went to Punta Cana, bro. I was in an all-inclusive resort. So we just had food all the time and partied and drank and stuff. That was it. I did Mama Wana shots with my best friend Raul and this guy, so we went for my friend Adam's and Sean's wedding celebration, right? And so they have this Portuguese friend, and we made friends with him, me and Raul, and we just started doing Mama Wana shots. So like, hey, one more. It's great. We went to Serenade, and then for my almost 5 years ago, for my what the hell is that thing called? Honeymoon. I went to Cayena. Thank you, TD. Tour of this for sure. It's not a normal hour, okay? It's 10 a.m. for me. It's not normal. Alright, let's keep going. I like Kate and Natala. Nice lead. Free Rotom as well. Scouts for Willows. Scouts for... That's basically it. Rotom can't really do much here, though, so... It is Dragon Darts. I think Hydro Pumps break the sub, though. When was the last time I had alcohol before the trip? Sometimes I live in a building with my best friends. Ooh! The motherland is in! I love it. I live in a building with my best friends, so occasionally they come down and we'll play some video games and have some, like... Rosado, Moscato type of thing. What up, Jam? Look at it eating these hits like it's nothing, bro. Yeah, that's insane that Crit Volt doesn't even break the sub. If you guys like high level content, by the way, JamVad has been uploading exclusively high level. The way you know that is because I'll take the account after he gets high level, and then I go ladder on it. Now, Jam, I need you to get the account to 2,000 so I can take it to higher than that. Good luck, bro. So that was nice that this normal grass forced out Dragapult. I really like that a lot. Obviously, though, it's going to fear knockoff, U-turn, and things like that. Hard into Great Tusk is a wild play. But I guess, look how little Great Tusk takes. No, you will not be calling me. Look how little Great Tusk takes, man. I'll talk to my insurance later. Hey, Puka, we're okay. It's just the phone. I will say that this trade is working way better for Tala, but getting rid of the leftovers in that is really going to help out King Gambit as well as Sarah Ledge. Puka, Eevee, we're okay. They don't like the phone. Like, they'll alert me of it. I'm going to turn off my phone. I don't want them to call me anymore. Jesus, Senior. Anyway, good call on the Dragapult into Specs. I think currently, guys, Specs Dragapult is insane. It's the fastest Pokemon in the tier with Modest. And there's no Chiampao to Revenge Kill. So you can just Modest Specs Draco with Terra Dragon. Or you can go Modest Specs Draco or Timid with Terra Ghost. Both of them are super strong right now. Tinglu is probably like the best answer there is in the entire tier. So Tala having it is really smart. Or really good in team building. Which is why I said smart. Spikes go up. Are we going to see a Terra Ghost from Tala? Nope. Hard Golden Go. Is it on a balloon? Expects it from Kate and goes for knockoff. Gets rid of the Cobra Cloak. Beautiful play. However, they're forced to switch out. The thing is that this thing goes for Make It Rain. This guy probably goes all the way back. Yo, this set is... This mon's so annoying. This mon is so annoying. I don't know why Jam's complaining about 43 Rick when he just turned 56 2 days ago. Anyway, this guy being knocked is really, really rough too. I do think that Arboliva plus Dragapult kind of win versus Tala's team. Specifically the Arboliva because like it beats 5 of these Pokemon. It was literally Jam's birthday 2 days ago in the nursing home. You do get a free Wisp. Or actually Volt Switch is better, right? Good Hydro Pump. Weakening the Tinglu as well as potentially hitting Golden Go. Hard into Dragapult on the recover. Ooh, beautiful play. Are we going to force the Terra? Goes for U-turn just in case. And then we are going to see big Tinglu come up. But you can go hard Golden Go because it's at max HP. So he can live a hit. Kate obviously calling that. Goes for Stealth Rock. Realizing that they're never going to be able to spin. This double Ghost combo is so strong. It's crazy how Ghost gets better and better and better. Gen 8 and Gen 9 just continues to get better and better. Yeah, it just straight up continues to get better. Where's my music? The Olive is in. This mon is so cool. I feel like it has a legitimate place in this metagame. And they sub there because they'll be able to eat the... Yo, this is so sick. This set is putting in some work. Like, it's only slightly... Oh, and the Terra Poison! I mean, I guess it 1v1s it, right? It basically won. Terra Poison's insane. It like it doesn't... It loses now. I mean, it already lost a Great Tusk. But, like... That's not... I mean, this one isn't Harvest, obviously. This one is Seed Sower, crap. Beating Golden Go is kind of... That did nothing! Oh my god! What do you think your obvious ad is? YouTube literally tells me. It's 40%, 18 to 24, and 45%, 24 to 34. And the rest is a mix between everywhere else. No open team sheet? Not in this, no. I love... knows that it's not going to be able to beat it. Damn, man. That mon's still so cool. So Dragapult gets to come in again. And no switching to Dragapult at this point. But it is getting worn down by hazards. Can we see a Sarah Ledge late game win? It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. The Terra Poison into Terra Poison. I don't know why they Terra'd there. Why'd they tear it there? I guess they expected themselves to be slower, but based on the 40% for Make It Rain, that was a very funny Terra. So now Volt Switch is free, which is kind of funny. Can't trick though. Dude, it took 40% from Make It Rain. No freaking way it was faster. Yeah, I don't see Kate winning anymore. The hazards were just take too much. The hazards were taking too much, fam. It's a wrap. You can start sacking mons now and then bring out Bozo and just click. Or Dragapult too if you're trying to risk. It's probably Modest versus like Timid or Jolly. Good morning, fam. Look at all these good games. This is like with me, CTC Blunder, and CVB all playing an account. What's going on? That Terra was very funny, though. I mean, the Terra made sense, right? Spacey, thank you for the 5 months, fam. Good morning. The Terra made sense because obviously it's faster. It can knock you out. I know. It was just very funny because I feel like this mon was hella special defensive, right? It had to be special defensive. It took 40% from Make It Rain. From birding in time for the stream. Love the... Wait, Matt, what's birding? Ooh. If this is Life Orb Volk with that Life Orb set that's running around with like Fire Blast, Terra Ground, Bug Buzz, it smokes with the Earthworm. Another Glamora. Cool to see. I'm gonna do one more check. Is it bird watching? Is birding called bird watching? I guess that makes sense because you get the ing from that. This looks like a very similar team, Maverick. It looks like a very, very similar team. Basically running around the wild wilderness for 3 to 6 hours to find wild birds. Timing this year is super critical. Nice. Do you take pictures of them? It's like hunting for Pokemon in the Safari Zone. I didn't know it was called birding. Now I will use that phrase from now on. And when somebody, like when I'm walking outside and somebody tries to talk to me, not now, I'm birding. I'm birding these pigeons. They call it single girl birds. Wow. Thank you, Mort, for that history lesson. I appreciate that. Right there, that's it. Thank you very much. Standard's kind of surprising considering how some crazy teams get. Yeah, definitely. I mean, like a lot of the teams get really wild in this tour, and we've seen a lot of ways to deal with Shedtail, to deal with Skeledirge. Last year got one of my boys at 297. Count resets every year. Nice. Okay, cool. So it's like trying to fill up your Pokedex. I will always use Pokemon as a point of reference. Oh my god, my insurance called me. I know they're going to be able to be like, yo, we are actually not going to pay for your physical therapy, so you're out of luck. We'll see what happens, though. Alright, I love Shedtail, so I feel like Shedtail teams are very fun. So, Dragapult into Shedtail is always, especially this Specs Dragapult, and they have no Ghost Resist on their team. I just realized Devin doesn't have a King Gambit. Always tired. Yep. Alright, Assault Vest just barely takes that. Opts to throw away. Alright, so I don't agree with this from TJ. Shedtail Pass, you get basically free Shadow Ball as always with Spec Shadow Ball. Like, granted, you still get a kill and you still get multiple kills, but I think that keeping your specs was a little bit better. Or at least if you have Terra Ghost there, personally. You still get the kill, which is fine, and you can switch up to Draco Meteor versus Dragonite, so I guess that's fine. So, I mean, it works out in Pop Smoke's favor, but Dragonite almost exclusively runs Outrage. Not what I was going to say, so I guess it's Banded. So, I mean, they just sacked some of the best Pokemon. Is that Specs? How the hell did that do 40? I thought it always does 34. They sacked some of the best Pokemon. We do see Volt come out and most likely Quiver Dance up. If it's Life or Bug Buzz, it is a problem for Pop Smoke. Only phasing it out will just give... Yeah, but it is Bug Buzz. Usually they're Bug Buzz on... and it's not Life Orb either. Usually they're Bug Buzz on these... Oh, the Terra Ghost into Bug Buzz 1v1 is nice. I will say, though, that Dragapult looks extremely scary. Huh. Isn't this just going to whirlwind you out? All right. I think that Pop Smoke is going to win, guys. On DD Dragapult, I run sub leftovers. Dragon Dance, Dragon Darts, and Phantom Force. Well, I mean, you get them all up. I don't know what's happening here, but you get them all up. I think this game is over. Ooh, I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon because if that's actually Specs Golden Go, I might have spoken too soon. Nasty plots, you get beautiful damage off an energy ball. I might have spoken too soon. Yeah, I may have definitely spoken too. If it's not Scarf Golden Go, which I don't think it is, I literally might have spoken too soon. Oh, I think I spoke too soon. I think I spoke, and this is sub Skeleturge, which is why I have Shadow Ball. I think Rotom dies, and Rotom definitely does a kill. Is this not Scarf? Golden Go doing 40% to Dragonite is insane. There's no way that's Scarf. Right? I feel like 40% is up towards Specs level. Discharge para? There's the discharge. Do we see a para? Oh my god! Devin actually almost won. Holy crap. Devin actually almost won by... That's wild, dude. They're in teams. That's how they get them. That's actually wild. Now, that game itself was like, what the hell, Devin? But then he almost brought it back just because the team was very weak to that. The Baxcalibur from Zern? That was wild. Look at Baxcalibur, look at this team. They actually have pretty offensive options, but like, let's get it. My favorite Pokemon lottery. I mean, I don't think TJ did bad at all. The Terra was fine. Shadow Boy immediately. Just 0. Golden goes so freaking weak. But, I mean, Great Tusk always comes out here. Are you going to double out? Yep, doubles out to Amoonguss. They get a free Spore. Smart. Golden Go comes out, though. You can foul play on the Golden Go. They Giga Drain, expecting the Golden Go to want to come out. I do think that Golden Go is, like, Recover. Plus, I think it's Recover Trick, honestly. I do think it has Recover. So that was a beautiful trick on King Gambit, so it can never beat you later. And then Amoonguss comes back out. But now that it has leftovers, it actually comes in safely. Expects them to want to go for another attack into Golden Go or take advantage, and goes for knockoff, which was a beautiful play by Ewan. Oh, man, no. That was a beautiful... Hurricane! Oh, my God! Lands and kills! Yo! Terrifiers on the Glaive Rush to die? What was he cooking? Listen. We can laugh at it because it's after. But that's not a bad play. Okay? They expected the ice move. If it was Dragon Dance Baxcalibur and not... It's clearly banded. If it was Dragon Dance Baxcalibur, it literally would always ice move there. Right? It would ice move there. So that's... maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. That really sucks though. Ewan just lost their Terra. That's going to come back to bite him. Bax is just going to come in and smash everything. Like there's... Hold up, I got to check my notes. There's literally nothing that can beat it now. I don't know. I don't know about that, Terra. Toxapex is never a safe switch into Baxcalibur. It just gives it free setup or loses to it with Bandit. That's why Bandit Baxcalibur is really good. I can't... Puka, it's okay. I can't... Jesus Christ. One sec, guys. Hey. Why don't you share in the morning, Joey? When my dogs are barking and playing around. But yeah, I mean, this is the thing about. Oh, I was like, where'd my music go? This is the thing about Scarlet, right? Like, it's in my top 10. I mean, in my top our best of the legendary list, I have it ranked low just because it's still new meta, right? And that video will be coming out eventually. But I have it ranked pretty low just because it's still new. But I do think that Ban and Dragon Dance are insanely good, right? And I do think by the end of like the generation, this Mon will eventually rise up to at least like a top 6 or top 7 type of thing. It is really good. But in terms of all the Mons in their thing, but yeah, it's really good. It's really good. Anyway, let's get it. So we know this thing is banded now, and we know it's always a threat. Terras and Glaive Rushes, and goodbye Golden Go. Excalibur is so freaking good, man. Excalibur is so freaking good. Jesus, man. That's what I'm talking about. That Mon has no switch-ins. Like, it's actually such a nuke. This game is funny. I think Bax is just going to end up killing everything on their team. Like, quite literally. You can spin and do all you want, but the thing is, this Great Tusk has leftovers now. It's already up. It's already up versus you. Because this Great Tusk had one turn, it literally beats a 1v1. Yep, bulk up happens. They can't Terra, so it always gets Hydro Pumped. Has to pray they miss. They don't miss. Could have been a little bit shiesty if they missed there, but... Dark Pulse. It is, of course, Cantus. You get a free Dragon Ball here, and you get a Draco. Does not want to risk risking Draco, which is nice because they have King Gambit anyways, take a U-turn. I think that the only threat right now could be a Dragon Dance Roaring Moon. But even then, with Ice Shard and a full HP Great Tusk, and the fact that it cannot Terra flying because it already terrored. It is Dragon Dance. It could be the Bug Lock one. Oh, it is. It's definitely Dragon Dance bulky Dragon Dance bulky Terra Bug, I believe. With like Jaw Locks type stuff. I don't think it matters at all. Yeah, I told you. Based on that damage, always was going to be Jaw Lock. And then you just Ice Shard there. They go out into Toxapex. Doesn't matter, though, what they do. From this position, I don't think it matters at all. Dude, Bax, like, really just crushed. Bax actually has been going crazy. Look at that. What? Yeah, no, Puka, that was me surprised. You see this roll? 59 to 68? I would be so heated. Like, it doesn't matter in this game, obviously. But if I got that roll in a game, if I just took 59 from something and I was at 68 HP, which is whatever, but that's actually an insane roll. That is an insane roll. Oh, we got Crying's game, guys. We got Crying's game now. Okay, Crying's team looks a little bit standard now. Though Crying has been using some really cool techs. Insane, right? I think that was min to max. Like, literally min to max. Nah, not Metron. I was knocked off. Alright, it's time to watch Crying. I can't say anything about team preview because Crying's set could be, you know, sub or banded Ting Lu. Like, I can't say anything. Yes, Josh. Oh, man. Good to see you, Josh. Alright, let's see what heat we're going to see. Dragon Ball into Rotom. Subs immediately, which is free. On to Thunder Wave. Already a great start for Crying. Gets Dragon Darts damage. This damage obviously going to matter. The entire team of Crying's team actually does not like Rotom besides Amoonguss, so this is really good. Not Crying. Crying has always used really cool teams. Wait, was it Crying I played in doubles? I don't remember. Oh my god, a Ting that's burnt and knocked off is like... It's like such a prayer. It's like to watch these greats finally be able to watch this live. I never get the chance to know. Oh, much love, Cantus. I'm glad you're enjoying it. So like Ting Lu being burnt, and that is so good for King Gambit later. Damn, that did 30%. That's crazy. Yeah, obviously doesn't sub there because it expects them to expect the sub, so it goes for another Hydro, so they get a free semi-kill here. Yeah, you brought Stall versus Crying was hilarious. That's amazing. That's actually incredible. That does sound like me. Puka, Eevee, we're okay. We're okay. Good sub, expecting the switch. You do get a little bit more chip on Tinglu, but it doesn't really do too much. And this is where King Gambit gets to come in and throw off its nice little low kick. I love that King Gambit are running low kick more and more because King Gambit is a threat to King Gambit. So now you don't have to worry about having a super check. And also, it's crazy that Tinglu can come hard in on this thing and not care. Like, the Mon that isn't supposed to beat it 1v1 can come in on it. Oh my god, Tinglu is so strong. It is so strong, man. Good stealth rock call on the U-turn. Stays in, and now you just get a Dragon Darts kill. Yeah, that damage on Scizor is beautiful. The damage on Tinglu is beautiful. Obviously, the damage on Great Tusk is beautiful too. So, I mean, the Tinglu plus Dragapult are really, really doing well. So, I'm still trying to see what's the cool part of Crying's team. Unless it's Among Us' specs. Nah, not slightly Landers T. There's a Skeleturge. Flame Charge. Join you, listen to your streams. So I drive to Knoxville for the regional this weekend. Thanks for giving me something to do. Hey, good luck as well in the regional. All right, so we see the double thing. We do see no item. Could it be Scarf? Oh my god, it's Scarf. Yeah, it was Scarf. Well, it's dead now, but it was Scarf. It was Scarf. It was definitely Scarf. Oh my god. Oh, I love Crying so much. I think Crying might lose here, but it being actually no, I take that back. And it was red card Among Us. Crying might win. Crying might legitimately win. I think Among Us wins with foul play, and Crying hasn't terrored either. Among Us straight up wins. Iron Ball. Yeah, I think Among Us just straight up wins. Dragonite comes in, gets spored. We are going to see a foul play. I think you should... Terra Dark foul play is crazy! So they get stab on it. Wait, but this makes the... I guess if you're expecting them to not... Oh my god. Terra Dark is nice. So you get stab on it, so you actually beat Dragonite and you beat Golden Go. I mean, you always Iron Head here if you have it. But usually they don't. Now, I will say that if this thing does end up having... If this thing does end up... It's freaking King Gambit eating that like... If this thing does end up having body press, which it shouldn't. It should literally be, yep, Stealth Rock, Knockoff, Earthquake, Rapid Spin. Damn, dude. See, we thought that Crying didn't have the heat, but then we saw the Scarf Skillenders to break the multi-scale, and the Terra Dark Among Us, which literally should come in exactly and switch out just so it can get enough HP to always live every hit, and then foul play beat Dragonite. That is such a cool tech, and I'm very impressed. I love it. I love that Crying always. But Grass not too, you know, no Giga Drain. Ain't nobody need no Giga Drain. Terra Normal wakes up, extreme speeds. It's not gonna kill though. Yep. And then foul play finishes them off. Damn, that's such a sick tech. Terra Dark is nice. On Among Us, I usually like Terra Water and Fire because it lets you check Volcarona a little bit easier. But besides that, that was still sick. Puka, we're okay. So we have Chiempao at home. Crying is 4-1 and out. Yep. I believe Crying is 4-1. Puka, Eevee, we're okay. Don't worry about it. A lot of people walk in the morning as well, which is why I don't try to do things as much. Because people are walking back and forth, and typically I just play with my dogs, so they're a little bit calm. Because the problem is that there are kids running around literally by our door. So my dogs are little guard dogs, right? They won't bark normally for anything, but if nobody's in the room, like, yo, Crying did lose twice. Did she lose twice? I know the first 3 weeks, I think she won, and then she... No, did she lose? I think she lost week 3, then 1 week 4. No, I don't think it's... Is it 3-2? Is it actually 3-2? Sorry, Lone Wolf. I feel like I can't remember her losing. I remember her losing once, and Maverick being like, her techs are catching up to her. Like a hater. Oh, there was one game where it was like that crazy end game. Hold up. Alright, so I was like, I'm back. My bad. I was just trying to help my dogs. What's the gaslighting? Sorry, it's just that they're literally working on the building outside, and they're working like inside and trying to connect them. So like my dogs are a little bit on edge because they're like banging on the walls and stuff, and moving things and stuff. So it's hard. Typically they gotten a lot better, but in this case I understand. There's a Weavile I'm gonna watch. Now, will Weavile beat Volcarona and Great Garg? First Garg we've seen today, by the way. Great Garg. I would say no. I do not think that's going to be possible. But we'll see what happens. I wish the last month of... Alright, Terra Fairies immediately, so it beats this Mon 1v1. Gets the Salt Cure off. Swords Dance immediately is kind of nice. I think SD Braylen's actually really underrated. There's the Bullet Sea, which is just so much damage, man. Only gets 2? 3? Is it loaded dice? It's not loaded dice. Jeez, man. Volk taking that much is insane. If they actually had Terra fighting there, they beat Volk. Alright, Weavile comes out. No freaking way. Oh, and it's beat up too. Which makes sense. Look how strong their team is. But no freaking way Garg will ever. That was a really good early Terra. Now, look, let me explain that was a really good early Terra guard. Yes, it not that you already beat King Gambit, but it basically makes your Baxcalibur matchup possible. It literally makes your, like, Baxcalibur could come in and just click Glaive Rush, because that's how Baxcalibur is, but it just makes Baxcalibur not good. So, that was a really good, I would always early Terra, I think, versus this team preview too. So, unfortunately, Weavile is going to do probably negative 37%. No, it's literally going to do like, what, 37, 38%? With, especially with no item. This is going to do like barely anything. Less than half for sure. In the 30s range. 40s. Oof, I was wrong. Adamant. Still does nothing though. I did say less than half for sure. So you know what? I wasn't wrong. I was wrong about the estimate, but this might be Adamant Weavile? Jeez, dude. Garg is so nasty. You know what? Garg can stay in and take one Iron Head too, but they don't have to if they have low kick on King Gambit. They have a great Tusk as well, but I guess they didn't want to. They want to do something that they actually can't switch into either. Like, look at low kick, and they don't really like Caltappa's low kick, so that makes sense. Jesus, Garg is so nasty. Oh, SD, there's no cuss that barrier or anything, though, so Garg is just, like, enjoying its life right now. Gets up Stealth Rock, too, because they expect to protect. Garg is doing so... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What happened, Garchomp? Garchomp does all this to get a kill on Volcarona. Yep, all this to get a kill on Volcarona. Jeez, dude. Sagberry? King Gambit comes out and suckers. Blazing Dark playing it like H-O-H-O. Alright, hold up. Bax actually doesn't have a shot. So the thing is, Bax actually had a shot if any of those Earthquakes had gone off versus Garg. Like, Bax actually has a shot versus this team. Like with Drag, because it's clearly Dragonets, right? It had heavy duty boots. Bax actually had a shot versus this team if they ever attacked. Ever. I don't know why you get multiple SDs. Like, I know you're expecting protects, but damn, dude. Now it's a Rappo. Sub can still beat Garg? Hell no. I think Covert Cloak bulk up Skeletor's. I actually think Covert Cloak bulk up Terra Bug is like its best set. I like it better than that. This one does 36. This game's a Rappo. Dragoness is again expecting to recover. Until what? Ice Cream Crash? Yep, until Ice Cream Crash. I knew it was going to happen. You can just smell when Crash is going to miss. I hate Ice Cream Crash so much. I agree, TDs. SDs there. I was not giving them any opportunity to set up and win. And they're going to take so much unless they Terra here. But you want to go for the end game with Sarah. Like I said, the crazy thing is bulk up Covert Cloaked Sarah Ledge could have just smacked. On this specific team, where you freaking hate Garg, even with all this crap, I would have always run the bulk up Sarah Ledge. Baxcalibur's sick. It is bulk up though. Oh, it's just Swords Dance? Okay, there's a nasty plot. That was a greedy nasty plot there. Tried to pull the Blazing Dark move. But unfortunately, Moonblast kills unless it is Focus Sash. But it's not. It's Boots. Shadow Sneak never kills. And then this thing cleans up. I really, I have no idea why they nasty plotted. No idea. Maybe they knew that Iron Valiant would always beat it. But like... Or maybe they just couldn't touch it. Maybe they were nasty plot, Dark Pulse, Taunt. U-turn. Last move. I have no idea. I really have no idea. That was just an odd game. I really think that severely underestimated. Oh, another Garg versus Sun. My boy FC. Another Garg versus Sun. I don't know. I really think that if Garchomp had attacked, like, they actually have a shot in that game because Garg walled the entire team. But I mean, I understand the fear of Protect plus Switch, but at a point it's like, yo, you're losing your +6 Garchomp, like literally. Let's get it. Dragon Ball into this. It's sub. Ooh, so sub. The thing is, sub Dragon Ball actually smashes things like Torkoal and stuff. If it's Dragon Dance. But it's Flamethrower, not Lava Plume, which is actually a really nice tech because I think it's specifically for Dragon Ball. It doesn't let it stop. I think it's specifically for that and for Hatterenes, which Sun has a bad matchup versus. Get a burn there, which is pretty nasty too, because now you don't have to fear too much of this. And you get the Hex, immediately eject button, immediately in the Roaring Moon, which is probably going to end up U-turning. And your way of winning this game is probably going to be either Solar Blade on Ceruledge or Volcarona. Because you always U-turn here. Yep. There's your Volk. Garganacci comes out. There's the hard Giga Drain, which is 0. That is Life Orb, though. Switches out just in case Terra Grasses. Subs. Does Sub Terra Grass beat Toxapex 1v1? It might. I think it does, actually. I think this should be Terra Grass if it's Sub Life Orb, because it's Quiver Dance plus Fire move. I think Sub Terra Grass does beat Toxapex 1v1. That's fire. Free rocks. Great Tusk after. You both get the boost, and you can go for a nice little knockoff there. I'm surprised this isn't... is this actually bulk up? This could be bulk up Great Tusk. Terra overrides Protean and Libero. So it overrides it. So whatever it is, you become that type. I think this is bulk up. Nice little bulk up there. Yep. And this actually like smashes Corv. Jesus, that's like Spadef Corv. Yeah, okay, it is Spadef Corv because it's bulk up. Ooh, this Corv is actually a problem. At +2, I don't think it kills Torkoal, but if it does, if it did end up Brave Birding there, it would have 2-shot. So you get it. It's Terra Fire! Oh my god. I've seen a lot of Terra Normal on sub bulk up, but it's so sick to see Terra Fire. Yo, this mom might just win. I think Torkoals are going to start running Roar. Alright, it's Choice Band Earthquake though, but... So your Roost once more and then... they're subbing the Stall Out Sun and the Stall Out Earthquakes, which is fair. That's so greedy on FC's part. I hope he doesn't get crit. I really hope he doesn't get crit. Like, I truly hope he doesn't. Because I feel like you don't have to set this up so early. I think this is just a win con always. Not used to the early streams. I'll be having a great time. Do you know the name of the song you used in the previous breakdown of SPL? All the songs I use are from Glitch X City's playlist. Unless I'm using one from my buddy Eli Kage. Dude, it's a wrap. There's only one Earthquake left. Love the greed. Call him Mow It. Alright, go ahead and get you a couple more boosts, because why the hell not? Goodbye. Oh, was the Eli Kage one? If it was the Eli Kage one, then it's called Here We Go Again, but he hasn't uploaded it yet. He will be, though. Terra Fire bulk up just so it can actually resist. Huh. Alright, so Great Tusk, if it had leftovers, could actually win this matchup. Good morning. Piz, thank you so much for coming back, fam. They will be coming in front again. That's crazy. If Apologies manages to bring this back, that's insane. That's insane if Apologies manages to bring this back. Oh, that I'm not sure, Harry. Oh my god. Does this mom bring it back? No freaking way it kills. Doesn't let them double spin. That way it's not faster than Meowscarada. Smart. 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 Or Great Tusk. Smart. Alright, so now we got a real game here. Though I will say that once Corviknight comes back in on Torkoal, thank you for the 5 months, bro. Appreciate you. Corviknight comes in. Hard. On the yawn. Has 1 roost left, though. Braybird. Oh, okay. The double kill there is beautiful. I was honestly worth it. And also, the fact that Roaring Moon only has 2 more Earthquakes is crazy. So, you outrage here, you get a Toxic off, and then you go Great Tusk and Wallet. Yo, these crits being risked are very, very scary. I feel like Regen doesn't recover as much this gen, even though it does, obviously. But Meowscarada on the switch. Meowscarada on the sack. I guess they don't want to risk Great Tusk being 2-shot. I think that Apologies wins? Maybe. Garg is at what? Full 58. Oh, Garg is... I don't know if Volk just wins now because Salt Cure is going to smash it. Yeah, I don't think Volk just wins. But if it's taunt bulk up Sarah Ledge, it just wins. If Bitterblade's there. If it's taunt Bitterblade, it wins. That's just SD. I don't think it wins. Yeah, Toxapex just wins. Yeah, it was life or bulk, so it wasn't bulky. Alright, well, this is a wrap. The Terror, you have the Terror to do that, but there's a Solar Blade coming through. So Sarah Ledge probably Terror Grass. 29? Nice 29. That was a cool game. Cool to see bulk up Corviknight basically almost 6-0, and then the bulk up Great Tusk bring it back. If it had leftovers, I think it actually would have won. Star versus TTP. Bog Standard versus Bog Standard with a Hydreigon. I like both of these people. See what happens. I hate both of them. I hate both of them. I hate both of them, guys. I hate both of them. Remember I said I like them? I hate absolutely both of them. How dare you? How dare that first turn happen? Hey, MS, let's go. I literally both of them had Ting Lu. Literally both of them. I hate both of them so much. So much for that. It's not Scarf. If it was Scarf, it wouldn't kill in 1 hit. It was Banded. Yeah, they knew what happened. And then they do the second handshake here of Great Tusk and the Great Tusk. Yeah. And then you get a free knock here because you're not going to die to make it rain. So that way your Ting Lu can beat Golden Go unless it's Terra Flying. CC on both sides is funny. And honestly, now you just spike up and start winning. Like, that's my real thing, right? You get a free Quake on start. Jeez. Yeah, this is wild. I think TBV hella wins this. Tries to knock, predicting the Dragon Ball. TBV just whirlwinds out to Golden Go, so Golden Go dies. You don't have to deal with Golden Go no more. I will say that, like, my homie Young Iron Valiant's looking crazy. Yeah, they do have the same avatars. All right, I mean, Great Tusk has been beat. I don't know if Star can come back from this. Skeletors has to go crazy. Hydreigon has to go crazy too. No, dude, it's just standard Barbershop. It's crazy. It's a strong Pokemon. There's a Terra Steel on the U-turn crit. We know it's Bandit, obviously. Ends a sack on Great Tusk, so they can double Draco. That was smart on TVP to go for U-turn. Very smart. And then Valiant comes out and can just CC or knock off or do whatever. We're going to see a Terra Water Swords Dance. So that way it could actually smash. I mean, it doesn't smash Tinglu. It just kind of does. For Skeletors, because I'm surprised. I'm going to be really honest. I'm surprised they didn't just click hard liquidation. Also, I'm really surprised they didn't just click hard liquidation. Because obviously if they Will-O-Wisp, I don't think it would matter. I think they still lose from this position. Like, they obviously still lose right now, but bro, that turn one was insane. Both having Tinglu and both doing that was insane. Actually insane. Yeah. That turn one was actually crazy. Yeah, that turn one was wild. I love Iron Valiant. The SD set is still really good. We saw it early on in the SPL, and then it started dying down a bit. But it's cool to see it coming back, especially as people are starting to bring less Skeletors. I think we first saw that Iron Valiant set week 1 or 2, and it smashed. So it's cool to see. Cool to see it come back. Lily is the UU leader and also a personal friend of mine. Loden also an old friend of mine too. So we're going to see this is most likely just being Meowscarada lead. Taunting, that way it can't set up. Obviously, extreme speed. That might be a roll. Yep, it is a roll. So you get a free knock on Dragonite as well. Perfect. So it's never going to be a multi-seal. Great. And then you bring out the Glaive Rusher. Yep. And then you bring out the Glaive Rusher. There's an E-speed to get the damage. As it Dragon Dances up safely. Jesus, that did 40. And then you Glaive Rush it. And then it dies. And then you Glaive Rush this. Nope, you just Icicle Spear because you are loaded dice. 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, Baxcalibur is doing it again. Maybe, Harry, it depends. Earthquakes there. Bax is doing... That's 112 HP, 95. That's not bad at all. Jesus, dude. And then he just drove Dragon Dart. I'm gonna be honest though. I guess you had the Dragon Darts. They already Terra, right? They Terra normal. Yeah, they Terra normal there, so it didn't really matter. Alright, so, I mean, at this point, yeah, I don't see how Lily can lose. Clodsar isn't offensive enough to beat a Dragapult. Clodsire isn't offensive enough to beat Dragapult. Obviously, Dragon Dart's going to smash. That's going to smash Masquerado. Only Golden Go can do it, and then Golden Go has King Gambit and Volcarona to overcome, so... Masquerado comes in. This doesn't die, surprisingly. But, I mean, you opened up your King Gambit so much. Oh, it was leftovers. Okay, I thought it was Bandit. Oh, I definitely forget, but, like, if you forget, you don't... Oh, and this is the subset that we saw that always beats Clodsire or something, apparently. Because Clodsire can't Earthquake beat you. And you stall it out of recovers. So we are going to see Flamethrower trying to burn, subs, Giga Drains. Flamethrower on that, Flamethrower on this Pokemon, and then it's just this and they win. Well played, Lily. Very well played. It's wild. We got to see the loaded dice put in work, which was really nice. We also got to see, obviously, Baxcalibur just being Baxcalibur and being extremely good. And I absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. I think Baxcalibur is actually super strong. Like I said, when I do the best pseudo legendaries, I'm gonna rank it low just because there's not enough testing time. But I'm gonna talk about it being potentially way higher up on this list. I agree. Dragon Hammer should definitely come to more, or Glaive Rush should come to more too. Nah, this guy should keep Glaive Rush. All right, more sheds out. Let's see what happens. Actually, both have pretty offensive teams, and there's a Toad Scroll there too. I'm assuming they just went for Spike here and not Spore, obviously. Yep, there's a Spike because it has to go. Mycelium Might makes it go second. There's the Hurricane. Leaf Storm does manage to break the sub. Good to see. My homie ate that dude for breakfast. 99. You gotta also remember when I make that list, it's gonna be based on everything, not just current how they are. So Metagross is probably like in the middle. That's 6, Zacian. Oh my god. Scale Shot Roaring Moon might be this thing's worst nightmare. Obviously this guy can body press, so they have to switch out. Yep. Arc makes the good play and has Rocky Helmet, so my homie cannot ever set up unless it's Rest Talk. But they do manage to get a spike, and then you just knock off into... Ooh, they're playing the Golden Go mind games. There's Golden Go going to come out now. Is it on a balloon? No, it is definitely not. And it gets knocked off immediately, so no eject pack with the Make It Rain. And then you see a Metal Game. Dude, Arcanine is playing so nice. Arc is playing so nice. Like right now. Like very, very nice. Getting the calls right. I will say though, what is this at? 33? No, they should still be able to. You just stay in here. Take the Earth Power. Yep. And then Make It Rain. Get the kill. Roaring Moon is looking kind of scary though with them hazards up. Because the combination of Roaring Moon plus King Gambit can definitely overwhelm this. And if this King Gambit's Terra Flying, it actually is a huge shot at just straight up winning. Let's see what happens. Should definitely SD. Yep. Is it leftovers? Nope. We are going to see Terra Fairy there. We're going to see a Terra Blast. Ooh, Terra Blast Fairy. What a sick tech. Gilmore can get up hazards, but you always sucker. Has the Fairy Terra as well. Gets the T-Spike up as well. And then Sludge Bombs King Gambit. What a beautiful series of plays. Arcanine has some sick tech. And you get the poison off on this guy too, which can't Terra either. Gets the booster energy, but that doesn't matter because Glamora's Choice Scarf. Ooh, and this should be Aqua Jet free sweep. Or Roaring Moon coming out too. Damn. Damn, that was really well played, and I'd love to see the Terras. Arcanine played that beautifully. Like, actually played that beautifully. From the Spike to the Leaf Storm. Well, I think the Survival made a big difference too. Ooh, Lunala versus NJMP. Yeah, he straight up played that beautifully. That was a sick game. Alright, NJP is using that team that everybody's been using with like the quadruple sash. It's actually very hard to beat Ting Lu, I think, with this team. So we'll see what happens. Masquerade lead into Hatterene. Eject packs immediately into Armor Rouge. Armor Rouge has weak armor in this. But they go hard into Dragon Ball on the armor cannon, which is smart. And if it has banded Dragon Darts, then it does end up killing. So let's see if they go Hatterene. Just U-turns out after because they could go Ting Lu. What's the VGC team doing in OU Facts? Yep, free Ting Lu. Yeah, it's going to be very hard, I think, for NJP's team to break Ting Lu. Yes, the Poltergeist is Terra fighting Terra Blast, but still. And then Skeletors as well is another one that just becomes a big problem. Like, obviously, NJP is going to nuzzle here, right? Yep, exactly. But it's still annoying for them, and they can't really overwhelm it very well. And even this, man. You switch here in the Rotom always, or Masquerada. Hatterene makes good sense too. You don't need Hat to win in this game. It gets overwhelmed by the Ghost and Fire types. And even then, it's still annoying. That's Covert Cloak Dirge. Nice. The Encore and Magic Bounce forgetting. Unfortunate by NJMP. Very, very unfortunate. Let's see if the Hatterene is faster. It is not, but it ends up living. Speed tie. Ends up living and getting Nuzzle off. That is a Nuzzle that actually saves you. That is a Nuzzle that straight up saves you because that Mon is a problem. I don't think this overwhelms this Mon at all. Yeah, I don't think this overwhelms it at all. I feel like going Poltergeist on it and then Shell Smashing up was your play. Because then you can at least break it with Shadow Ball. What up, Rabia? That's what I'm saying. I think you definitely should have went Poltergeist there. This is Life Orb, though. That's how that killed. Skeletor comes out. Maybe we see Tear Ground, but nope. Torch Song immediately. You see a knockoff, maybe on Pult. Okay, gets it in on the South Rock, though, which is nice because you get free Shadow Balls. Actually, Dragon Darts is better than Shadow Ball. Flamethrowers as well. Specs, so, I mean, it works out. You don't want to Shadow Ball into Indeedee. Volcarona is going to take way too much from this. Especially it being Life Orb. I don't think he'll ever beat Ting Lu if it tears, though. Alright, so you should be able to Psychic Skeletor's twice into Rain. Huh. I don't... Psychic twice killed Skeletor's. Maybe NJP was hoping for the Spadef drop on the Slack Off. Maybe. Or the switch into Meowscarada to waste Psychic to Rain. That's the only two things I could be thinking about. Maybe they tried to read the double. That's like the only stuff I could really think about. But yeah, Psychic can Spadef drop too. So I don't know. I think it was just reading the switch into maybe Tinglu or something. But obviously, killing Skeletor's would have been big there. You still kill it now, so I guess it doesn't matter because you still would have died to Life Orb anyway. But yeah, now Meowscarada just comes in and kind of wins. Because you knock off here or Flower Trip. I think both were fine. I think Flower Trip was a little bit better just in case they Terra and they Shadow Smash. Nonetheless, I mean, Meowscarada could have Sucker Punch. Terra fights, it does have Sucker Punch. Yeah, a little bit iffy endgame there, but I think it was also very hard for NJMP to actually break Hatterene. I do think they should have Healing Wished immediately into Poltergeist and then just Shell Smash up, hoping for pairs or even just to break it and then try and win later with Volcarona. But well played on Lunala's part. WGB versus Luther. Ooh, double dragons. Let's watch this. Sucker Punch Meow was really good tech on as well. There's all the Dragapults running around, so you want to be able to hit it, which is smart. I love how Meowscarada... Oh my god, what a terrible turn one. Holy crap, man. What a terrible turn one, man. It is Focus Sash, but it matters because then you can actually touch it after. That is such a terrible turn one. They get up hazards here. You're going to be able to knock it out with Flame. That is rough, man. That is rough. Iron Moth is really hard for Zab to deal with as well. Especially if it's Dazzling Gleam. This could be eject, though. Is it eject? Red card. That's what I meant. Red card, yeah. Eject, red card. You know. Ooh, and they eject as well. The double eject on the offensive. The reason I thought of that because they're both running offensive teams, right? So, cool to see. Obviously, Great Tusk can come out. And it has the speed boost from Photosynthesis, so we know it's weaker. Luthier does not care about the potential of getting Earthquake and stays in on the Rapid Spin. I like that. Let's see if Luthier calls this. Just goes for Drain and Kiss. They're playing really, really aggressive. SD on the full pair? SD on the full pair. This Mon is a problem with Terra. This Mon is a problem with Terra. Low kick. Terra, low kick. Kowtows. Kowtows. Okay. Are we... This is one of the... Oh my god, that's a big crit. But they did dodge turn one, so... I think Dragonite actually... Both Dragonites, honestly, I think look extremely scary. Because you always Terra Normal, even if they CC call it. And it's Banded Dragonite! Oh my god! It is Banded Dragonite, which means it always two-shots Dragonite unless it's Terra Steel. That is such a sick endgame. The Terra E-Speed Banded Dragonite cleans up. What a beautiful tech to have versus offense. That's crazy. I mean, that's the only way you killed Iron Valiant there. That was wild. That was sick. Sick tech. Bandinite is hella strong. I like that. Raptor versus Mincemeat. Okay, we're seeing another one of these. Yeah, it makes sense why he had Hat now. If he was Choice Band Dragonite, like, I mean, you want to be able to do that. Man. I was so sick to see. Band Dragonite's good. Like, Band Dragonite is super good. It is the same team. Let's see what happens. Well, the thing is, Mincemeat actually doesn't have a Skeletor, so Raptor has a pretty strong matchup here, I would say. Unless it's Swords Dance! Oh my god! The Swords Dance tech! It's also Blaze, by the way, if you guys didn't notice. Eject button, the Dragapult, if it's banded, The Hatterene is gone, so if you're Bandit, you can just click Dragon Darts. Or Specs. Specs is good too. Yeah, it's Blaze Ace. That's really cool. Dude, Life Orb Dragapult is insane. The Smogon drop lets him 2-shot even regardless of the knockoff. And then you just hit this thing with a... Hit this thing as well and get it low. And there's only 2 more turns left of Psychic Terrain. So you're going to have to sack some things, but you can Sucker Punch. Goes Hard King Gambit on the Shadow Ball. And that means they only have to waste 1 turn. They Terra Fight, though. They don't actually try and waste a turn, which is interesting. I guess Cinderace has Sucker Punch. Switches out just in case. Yep, nice. But, I mean, this Terra... Yeah, I assume they Terra Fire there. I think this thing just cleans up. I think they just win. I could be wrong, though. He still has Healing Wish as well, yeah. So Poltergeist can come back, and Sash is still intact. Expanding Force is going to come out. Goes out into Poltergeist, though, instead of Expanding Forcing. Going to get up some rocks. I think you get up rocks now, if you can, because Volk has to come out. And Volk is usually Life Form, and this is a sub. Psychics immediately. I don't think Raptor's going to win. I think they lose. I think Raptor straight up loses. And it looks like this is Scarf. Is it not Scarf? Ah, knows that the team has Endure. And Powerball just straight up cooks in the sun. Jeez, dude. Ace, yeah, Ace was... Wait. Oh my god. Most Volks are modest? Really? Oh my god. Are we about to see the outplays of a lifetime? We're about to see the outplays of a lifetime. Okay, I'm calling turn 25, you attack. I'm calling turn 25, you attack. No, it was turn 24. No! Nice job, Medspeed. Well, they didn't want to risk missing Pyro Ball, but at the same time, if low kick didn't kill, you could have just done it. Jeez, dude. Jeez, man. What the hell happened there? I would always have calced low kick, by the way. If low kick never killed, like you 100% calc low kick that turn. What up, Kobe? You always calc low kick. If low kick never killed the teapot, which it probably never did, then you don't go for it. You always just go for Pyro Ball. But I guess if Power Ball misses, Sucker Punch doesn't kill anyway. Jeez, dude. All right. My boy CVB to end up the week. We got a Scizor versus some Scizor weak mons. Yeah, I probably never killed regardless. Especially because you don't get stab on it or anything. Let's get it. CVB's final game. Dragapult and a Rotom. Beautiful lead. Dragapult's great versus them. U-turns out does 26, so we're thinking Choice Band immediately. And brings in Rotom on the Thunder Wave. Michael is having a pretty rough season. And CVB too, I agree. Oh, gets a nice little revenge crit there on Dragapult coming out. But now you can bring out Ting-Lu. Exactly. And there's no Donphan on that side of the field, so unless it's court change on Ace. Little burn doesn't matter to Ruination. Oh, this... You know what's going to happen in this game? Scizor is going to endgame this, especially because Rotom is going to be taking damage. Scizor is going to... And the Ruination spam is beautiful. Yeah, Scizor might endgame. I could see Terra Bullet Punch just straight up cleaning. Especially with Dragapult being weakened. I think Bandit Scizor endgame can win very easily. Ace just needs very little damage on it to beat it. And Rotom just needs to take a little bit too. It could also be SD Scizor too. That's crazy, Vincent. I mean, you could, if you have Spike, you can go for it. This is probably Stealth Arc and Spike, so you can afford it because it doesn't matter if they trade. Oh, if they get another Ruination, that's so good. Yes, Scizor endgame is very, very... I don't think it Oko's Ace. Ace needs a little bit of damage. Yeah, Ace just needs a little bit of damage. The Protect is just so it can come back to hopefully beat Dragonite, but I don't think they're scared about Dragonite, really. Alright, there's Big Ace. Ace doesn't care about anything Dragapult goes for. It can just fire off a Pyro Ball if it wants to. Yep. And the burn on Rotom is going to seal that. That Scizor endgame is about to go crazy. That Scizor endgame is actually about to go crazy because now Rotom never recovers. And you can just straight up go Tinglu to block the Volt Switch. Hydro Pump isn't even going to do that much. Good luck, AC. Stays in. Gets up Stealth Rock there too. They keep predicting the Amoonguss, and it's going to cost them because now Iron Valiant comes out. They keep predicting the Amoonguss again. Oh my god. Now, no matter what Iron Valiant tears into, Band of Bullet Punch is going to kill it. Holy crap, bro. This guy. CV's just saying, nah, my Tinglu doesn't matter anymore. I only needed it for Dragapult. And it looks like it was Specs or Scarf. It's probably Specs. Damn, dude. He got so much out of this. He got literally so much off of this, dude. Jeez. This is... The Ruination has been clicked 100 times in this game, and it's going crazy. Actually insane. And there's the Moonblast, so you can finally bring out that Amoonguss that he's been saving. That was literally a 3-for-1 trade, exactly. Goes Ace instead, though, because it's offensive. They do a little core change, but you get the chip, and then that's it. Scizor wins. That's literally it. Scizor wins. Oh, and all you have to do is break Dragonite's multi-skill, Terra Normal E-Speed. It does kill, which means it's more than likely Choice Band. It's definitely Choice. Scizor's going to win for sure. Yeah, Scizor wins for sure. Or you can win the game with Dragapult. That's a hard read right there, by the way. Going right for the Terra is so... I don't... CV did not have to make that play because the Iron Valiant is at 18%. You could just go out to Amoonguss, and if they Side Shock, you bring back out Tinglu. That's a wild play. I think you always just Dragon Darts, personally, but I think Bullet Punch is going to win regardless. But I think all you have to do is Dragon Darts. Like, you don't have to predict Iron Valiant because it dies to 2 Spike. Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. Hydro Pump. Volt Switch is there, but doesn't matter because Hydro literally kills everything or does too much to Dragonite. Yeah, I think he just didn't care. It's banded, Kiko. Yeah, it's 100% Blaze Ace. There's the Moonblast, so you can go Amoonguss. They expected Amoonguss there, but at this point it doesn't matter because you're going to lose to banded. Sack Rotom, and then you bring out Scizor and start clicking. Oh, and they missed too, so they actually can't even 2-hit KO Rotom now. That's a rough miss. That is a rough miss. And now the homie is in. Dragonite comes in just to take the damage. You're going to switch out into Rotom here, scouting for Fire Punch always. You bring out Dragapult. Go for Dragon Darts because there's literally no reason not to, and then you win the game with E-Speed. I will say, or you win the game with Dragon Darts, depending on the speed ties. Okay, I will say that CVB played this game like fire, and I think Michael just like really let the Tinglu have its way with him. Like he did not, and it was red card too, so Dragonite doesn't even have a second switch in after. Dragonite doesn't even have, that red card was fire, so now I couldn't even switch in and try and do anything. But that Terra Ghost was just such a flex play, and the reason he did that is because he knows it's Choice Band, so you have more Terra Blasts. You have 16 Terra Blasts versus 8 Extreme Speeds, and they only had 7. So even if they stayed in predicting that, they would waste all 7 of their E-Speeds, and then he always get a kill. But yeah, the Bullet Punch endgame we were talking about. That was wild, man. Good to see CVB having a nice little win. Very good to see that. Well, that concludes week 6 of SPL, guys. I had a really good time. Week 5, excuse me. That concludes week 5 of SPL. So we'll be back with week 6 next week. I'll be streaming again later tonight, some Pokemon with Envy and then some Pixelmon. Code AIM30 is 30% off, so if you guys want to pick up anything from Advanced GG, use code AIM30. Yeah, it's basically, it's like it's a flex play, but it's also, it has merit behind it, right? You don't want Iron Valiant coming. It doesn't matter if Iron Valiant comes in, but because of the PP difference, it doesn't matter. Because the second, let's say they stay in forever and Dragonite starts struggling, the second it struggles twice, Bullet Punch wins. Bullet Punch already wins if it struggles once plus takes Spike. So, but yeah, guys, I will see you guys in the next stream later tonight, maybe around 11 p.m. Eastern.